Hey, Challenge Accepted Mission donors, I just wanted to take a minute to say thank you so much for your generosity and your sacrifice as you stepped up and expressed your love and your faith by giving so generously and so sacrificially to our Challenge Accepted Mission offering on Sunday. Man, I can't thank you enough for leading the way for the rest of your church and for standing firm in your generosity and in your faith, even in the face of an unprecedented challenge and uncertainty that our world we find ourselves in. Together, man, we rose up and we gave over $268,000 in initial mission gifts, our love offerings. And then together we committed to give over the next 36 months by faith over $825,000. Wow. Thank you again. Thank you for leading the way for your church. You know, we've been leveraging the story of the Macedonian believers and how Paul was trying to use that to inspire the Corinthians. And I ask you to do as your next step reading 1 Corinthians chapter 9. And if you happen to read that, as Paul wrapped up, the challenge, the inspiration for the Corinthians, he talked about what would be the two outcomes of their generosity. Number one was that the needs would get met. And certainly you have met the need of your church by helping us take this huge step forward to the promised land. But then he said that also many people would give thanks to God because of the generosity of the Corinthians. And folks, the impact that you've had on your church is immeasurable because you've led the way in faith and love, an inspiration to all others. And for those who might have felt that fear and kind of been uncertain and maybe even pulled back in this time, you stepped right out on the front lines and inspired others with your faith and your love through your generosity. And I'm so thankful for that. The impact of that is really immeasurable. We can count the gift. We can know how much it's going to take to get to the promised land. But the growth in faith, hope, and love that's happening in our church and that you're leading the way for, that's immeasurable, but it's incredibly powerful. And I thank you for that. Hey, I do want to say one thing as we move forward. I would never want you to feel any resent or regret about the gift that you gave and the commitment you've made. And I know we're in uncertain times. And so I think it would be okay if we choose to begin giving our faith commitments in May or even in June. I know we had said we'll start April 1, but it's okay. You've already expressed your faith. I have no doubt you're going to keep your commitment. And so it might help us to have a little more security and peace in this time by pushing off the start of our faith commitments till the 1st of May or the 1st of June. Whatever you choose to do there, I want you to know that's okay. I trust that you'll follow through on your commitment. And so do whatever feels best to you there so that you can continue to experience the joy that comes through this generosity. Thank you again. I'm so proud and so honored to be serving God with you right now and so thankful for you. I love you and may God bless you and keep you as we continue this journey together.